Hey now, welcome back to my Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Let's Play. My name is Rob, and today I'm gonna break that shelf because there was a nice little shiny behind there. It was a human effigy, 3 of them. But to heck with that table. It's the most unnecessary table ever. It's gonna be some more silly post-commentary. So last time, I died in some stupid ways. I'm trying to remember if I die anymore. As I'm recording this voiceover, I can't remember off the top of my head, but we'll find out, and I'll commentate accordingly. So I decided to go take a different route, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just not having any luck facing those dogs and Vikings and everything head on. So yeah, I'm just gonna explore some different stuff. Talk to Lucatiel. Check out some different things. Light up some more torches. It's the most important thing ever. If there's a torch, it must be lit. And don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And surprise dogs. I still say the dogs aren't as bad in Dark Souls 2 as they are Dark Souls 1. But they're bad enough. Especially when Dark Souls 2 is like, hey, you like dogs? Here, have like 10 of them. There we go. Yeah, for a little bit, it's pretty much just those 2 enemies. The Varagian, if I'm saying it right, enemies. I'm gonna call them Nords and Vikings and all kinds of other stupid things. And dogs. Really, really enthusiastic, bloodthirsty dogs. And napping conquistadors, of course. Look at him, he's like, yeah, get you with my axe. And then get wrecked. Get pounded with an ugly stick. A torch? I must light it. I must. Oh yeah. My creepy obsession with lighting torches. It's gonna get me in trouble one day. It's gonna get me shot with fire arrows. Oh yeah, you know what, Viking? I can shoot too. But I probably can't avoid your arrows that curve in midair forever. Yeah, he was difficult for me to see at this moment. Gotta aim up a little higher. There you go, Robert. Good job. You done earned yourself a gold star. And I'm like, huh, maybe I could snipe these dogs. I want to say originally there was only 2 of them in vanilla Dark Souls 2, but I mean, I could be wrong. There might have been 3. It's been too long since I played it and I can't remember. I just don't quite remember this particular spot being as annoying as it is now. Or as annoying as it was at this particular moment in time. I finally hit one, which, you know, doesn't do what I'm hoping it would do, just luring out one at a time. Of course it lures out all 3, and they have really strong jaws so they can destroy wagons. And they know exactly where to go to get to me. You know what? Bad dog. No biscuits for you. You get a whomping upside your dumb head. There, takes care of that problem. Just, clubbing dogs. Pretty normal affair, right? Well, screw that oil pot. And now I'm screwed if I get hit with fire. So I'll try not to do that. Alright, and this guy, the king of all combos, he's just kind of like, oh, I shoot you with my arrows. And then his brother, the other king of all combos, and I looked to see if there was another one standing there somewhere. I didn't see him, and he just rushed up behind me. It was all like, yeah, I get you. Then he holds up his shield like a freaking dork. And it's just not my day. I'm pretty sure I meant to shoot with the crossbow right there, and that was an accidental heal. But I can't remember. It ended up working out anyway, so it's all good. Now I finally get my vengeance on him, who's decided to back off a little bit. He doesn't want the club, but he gets it. And as you can see, there's a slot for a Pharaoh's Lockstone right there. I don't happen to have one in my inventory to use, but if you use it, it pretty much lowers this, or illuminates this one big, like, chandelier torch thing that you can't really see on the top of No Man's Wharf, but it just basically lights up the entire area, which is useful for the enemy that is really, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't like light, basically. But, I'm not able to activate it, and I don't feel like going back for a Pharaoh's Lockstone, so now we just wing it. Getting lots of this enemy's armor set, which is cool. Yeah, see, nothing in my inventory. It's not absolutely necessary that you use a Pharaoh's Lockstone there, but it is useful. And in this house, look at all the Vikings. They're napping, except for that guy. And he's all like, "Her, I will get you with my 2 swords, and I will be the best Viking." Then he gets one shot with a club. And I will be the best, and I will... Ouch. Never mind. I'm going back to sleep now. I don't know why that's like the voice I use for like a Viking impression. They probably sound nothing like that. That table got destroyed. And these two guys, I mean, they partied too hard last night. They're still asleep. You know what that gets you? That gets you a backstab. And he's all like, "Yeah, wow, what happened?" I get you. Still in a bit of a drunken stupor. Ouch, I'm dead now. And he disintegrates into dust. Because that's what happens. I'm gonna hit you so hard with a club that you'll disintegrate into particles. And the Brigand set from Dark Souls 1, along with a Bandit Axe. If you're into that sort of thing. Those shelves were very unnecessary for that corner. They had to go. Yeah, I am the king of sneak attacks. I missed. I am a dishonor to my family. Ouch. I cracked myself up because I'm special like that. Get some goodies from the treasure chest. That's one of the shortcuts, so we gotta activate Gavilan, however you pronounce his names over there, wheeling and dealing. He's in a different spot than he was in the original game. And the spot that he's in now makes a little bit more sense. Kinda, I guess. So anyway, Gotta continue with the level, get around there to that shortcut, open it up. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I know for sure that I'm gonna end up dying to stupid things again. I mean, you know, sometimes you watch a Let's Play or, you know, gameplay footage of a game to watch somebody, you know, like speed run or whatever and, you know, play really good. Like, they don't even get hit and they just beat the game with their fists or whatever. You watch my videos, or videos like mine, to just see just ignorant, stupid stuff. Because it's funny. It's funny to me. I mean, you know, if I don't crack anybody else up, I always crack myself up. That's just me. I'm not sure what I was looking for here. There's nothing up here. I'm trying to think. I don't think there was anything here in the original Dark Souls 2 either, but I'm not 100% sure. Definitely seems like there should be something there. I don't know. Whatever it is, Lucatil probably took it. Whew, but yawn, excuse me. Yeah, that's totally not an illusory wall. Me being a noob and beating it. Which, in my defense, I did remember that there is a wall you have to actually hit with your weapon, but I couldn't remember where it was. Like I said at the beginning of the Let's Play, it's definitely it's not 100% blind playthrough, but it's definitely very nearsighted. I've forgotten a lot about this game. Here's the new enemy, old lanky armed death chimp. I don't know what they're called. It's like, no, I just want to be friends. I don't want to. Oh, ouch. Yeah, if you hold a torch, they will kind of retreat. Yeah, like look at him. He's running. He's like, no, mama. The main man has a candle. And the mom comes out. It's like, what is it, son? Ow. You know what? We're just gonna have to go back in the house. We need to run away from that madman. Mad woman. But you know, even though they're cowering in fear and just running from me and I'm shooting them, I don't feel bad. If you approach these guys without a torch, they'll just maul you to death like baboons. That's what these things are. They're death baboons. I guess. I really don't know what they are. But they freak me out. Get a radiant life gem for our troubles. And a corpse just sitting here with emit force. Is that a lore implication? Is that Sigmire of Katarina in No Man's Wharf? No, it's not. Sigmire dies in Ash Lake if you fulfill his quest, so, yeah. I don't know. Dark Souls 2 doesn't really give a crap about where it puts items. It's just all like, you know, this seems like a good spot. Here you go. Here's a corpse with emit force or, you know, soul spear and a Huntsman's Copse just randomly there. And just, yeah, whatever. You can definitely tell that Dark Souls 2, it's not, when it comes to things like that, the quality's not quite there like it is with Dark Souls 1. Like, all, you know, everything is in a certain spot for a particular reason. Like 98% of the time. Which, I mean, it's kind of like, eh. Like, does it matter? Not really in the grand scheme of things, but, you know, I guess they both have their pros and cons, and sometimes these things will just go absolutely berserk and not care if you're holding a torch or not. Bleed is a bit different in Dark Souls 2, as you can see, than it is in Dark Souls 1. Instead of just losing like a critical amount of health or whatever, um, you lose stamina. Your stamina bar shrinks, and it becomes more difficult to regenerate stamina. So, yeah, I don't know. Is it worse or better? Yeah, it's all it's all about whatever is a worse status ailment to you, losing health or losing stamina. It sucks in both games, I'll tell you that much. So I retreated down the stairs, and they're just all like, "Yeah, you better run. That'll teach you. Come up in my house to handling all my stuff." So they leashed back into this house, but I ain't done with them, no sir. There. That'll teach you, jerk. And I just decided to throw fire bombs to see, what kind of damage it does. Yeah, I wasn't all that impressed, honestly. And they drop the Tattered set, which is like the set for the Pyromancer in Dark Souls 1. Not sure why they dropped that set, but they do. I just got a hood from the set. There's a lot of those things. And they are just creepy, like they belong in Silent Hill or something. Yep, one more. And he's just hiding in the corner. He's like, "Look, man, I didn't have nothing to do with all that. I just want to be left alone." Ow. Yeah, we gotta take him out. He can't be trusted. There you go. Death by wooden crossbow bolts. Yeah, originally, this is the place where Gavlan was. You walk up here, there's two treasure chests, and he was like just standing in a corner on the other side of the room. So we get the great sword, which is a great sword. And I'll end up showing that here in a bit. This treasure chest is trapped. Whenever you see white smoke begin to emerge, immediately just hold up your shield, because it's definitely going to be like a spring-loaded crossbow trap like that. If you see green smoke, then you need to roll away because it's about to be a poison trap. So anyway, the great sword, which is really cool. To me, it's much better than it was in Dark Souls 1, in my opinion, as far as, its looks and its performance and everything. A lot of people compare it to the Dragon Slayer sword in the Berserk manga and anime. It's Guts' sword. I'm not sure which one looks more like his sword, that or the Crypt Keeper, so whatever it's called, I don't know. But awesome weapon nonetheless. I'm not going to use it on this build at this time because it requires more dex than I've got. But who knows? I mean, I'm just playing around with a build here. I may end up respecing. My other character's a dex build. It's like pure dex almost. I haven't raised any faith or intelligence or anything like that. Just a lot of adaptability and whatnot. I may end up showing some gameplay footage of that character, because I've never actually beaten the game with it, and if I catch up with this one and decide to do an area a slightly different way, then yeah, that could work out. Gotta make sure that torch is lit, buddy. And off we go. The goal is to get over there in that platform kind of higher up. That's where I'm headed. Gotta watch out because there is an ambush. I am the Dragonborn. I will get you. Ouch. I don't know, they do kind of remind me of the Draugr enemies from Skyrim. The Viking zombie things that you find in a crypt. They're kind of reminiscent of that, I guess. I don't know. Why am I comparing these enemies to Skyrim so much? I don't know. Probably because of the Let's Play that Epic Namebro used to have on YouTube of Dark Souls 2. He took it down, which is lame, but eh. And he made a lot of comparisons, like he called the Varangian Helm the Skyrim hat and things like that. I don't know, it's like a Dark Souls lore guy and just a Dark Souls player in general. I used to really look up to Epic Namebro. I'm pretty sure he's still on Twitch and everything, but I don't really do Twitch. Maybe I should, I don't know, but yeah, I used to really enjoy watching his stuff on YouTube, and thankfully, last time I checked, he still got his Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition Let's Play up there. Just like a 50 or so part, you know, lore Let's Play, which is excellent. It's an excellent Let's Play. Very high quality stuff, and he goes over so much lore, and he shows so much stuff, so much dialogue. It's really good stuff. But like everything else he had up, he took down. I don't know why. So you hit that switch, a little bell starts ringing that looks strangely like the Bell of Awakening, like a smaller version. And then this happens. This is so cool. This almost looks like a ghost ship lighting up, and it approaches, kind of docks in this little harbor here, which it wasn't all that far away to begin with, but yeah, still looks really cool. I love the way those torches light up with that, you know, kind of blue flame. No Man's Wharf is cool. It's just really big, and I don't know, it wouldn't hurt to have another bonfire, you know, somewhere like in this area or something. Dark Souls 3 did start, and you know, it incorporated a lot more bonfires and stuff. They were all really close to each other, which some people complained about. I don't really think it's a bad thing. So there's a new enemy here, which I just called, like, they're like ninjas. I'm kind of on the lookout for them. And also there's more like lanky Silent Hill baboons in this room. But thankfully I'm kind of sneaking up behind them with a torch out, so they're not going to aggro on me. At least not initially. And I can just take them out with a crossbow. Like the filthy casual that I am. If I were a hardcore player, I'd walk up and just punch them right in the face. And I wouldn't wear any armor. And I would only level up adaptability. Or just not level up at all. Why am I being so facetious? I'm being sassy tonight. I'm just a sassy guy. I'll tell you why, because this is America, and I can be sassy if I want to. Even if I don't have any merits to, you know, anything that merits to me being sassy. I need to just stop what I'm saying. I don't know where I'm going with any of that. I'm just rambling now like a madman. The fact that it's like really late at night technically early in the morning, I guess. I'm just like, ugh, I need to go to bed. The joys of adulthood. You can't quite pull all-nighters like you used to. I can anyway. Yep, just holding my shield up on the lookout for those hyper-aggressive ninja guys. There's one. Look at him, thinking he's all like Naruto or something. Yeah, I have a couple of whacks on the head with a club. It's enough to take care of most enemies, thankfully. Now there's a total of 2 of them, I think. That was one. And I know I die here at some point to something just absolutely idiotic. Because I have to come back and unlock that, the second shortcut, which is the good one. What am I doing? Looking through my items. I think I was honestly looking for a flame butterfly, hoping I had one so I didn't have to go back and relight the torch at another torch, but yeah. There's that obsession kicking in, where I'm wanting to light torches. But then I decided just to quit throwing knives instead and be like, yeah, well, maybe I can take on the other Silent Hill monkeys. Trying to be super careful because I don't know exactly where all the enemy placement is. Can't remember anyway. I had a general idea, but, you know. And try and take out an ambush before it starts, but all I managed to do is wake up the employee of the month down there who's like, you know, I'm gonna run halfway across the world to get to you. I mean, he's got that drive and determination like one of the Imperial Legion guards in the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, who will like literally chase you into an Oblivion gate for like, I don't know, littering or something. But he goes down just like all the rest. May God have mercy on his soul. Except he's hollow and doesn't have a soul. So, yeah, I don't know. There we go. Got that classic Doom style secret wall. Which leads to some nice treasure, of course. I mean, what would an illusory wall be if it didn't have some nice treasure behind it? Whew. Big yawn. I'm definitely getting sleepy. Thankfully, this video is about to wrap up here in a few minutes. Yeah, there we go. Have a conversation with Kevlin. Me Kevlin. Me wheel and deal, but me don't bathe very much. So there's the first shortcut. Makes life a little bit easier. Let's talk to this fella.
Who are you? I, Gavlan. Gavlan wheel, Gavlan deal.
Whatever that actually means.
Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want?
What I want?
With Gavlan, you wheel, you deal.
You wheel, you deal. But hopefully not dealing drugs. Because that would be illegal. and unhealthy. So Gavlan sells a lot of poison stuff. Poison arrows, poison throwing knives, poison pine resin, and poison moss, which heals poison buildup. You know, poison, poison, poison. But another very nice feature of Gavlan is that he'll buy like equipment from you. Like if you want to sell off, like for instance, here in a little bit, I sell a bunch of duplicates of like hollow soldier armor
Gavlan
and stuff
will,
like that.
Gavlan deal. Gavlan wants soul. Many, many soul.
Indeed, he does.
What you want.
But like other merchants, if you
With
buy enough
Gavlan,
items from him and, you know, give him plenty of souls, he'll give you a nice little freebie. So I kind of speed up the process here. I just go through inventory, clear out a lot of stuff I didn't want. What else to talk about? Here in the next part or so, I finish up No Man's Wharf. The next part, fight the boss and all that. And then after that, I'm going to go to Huntsman's Copse. That's usually my next area that I explore, which is another area that I like a lot. I like a lot of Dark Souls 2's locales and things. A lot of the, like No Man's Wharf, the whole Viking atmosphere and everything. Being like a dark cave with a spooky slave ship and everything. It's pretty cool. Not that slave ships are cool. That came out wrong. Which I guess they're not technically slave ships. It's more like just shipping people with the undead curse to the Lost Bastille. So I don't know. You could kind of consider it a slave ship, I guess. It's just I like that it's spooky and everything. And then Huntsman's Copse is like this spooky, like, forest at night that's just kind of, I don't know. Y'all will see when I get to it. It's just cool.
With Gavlan, you deal. Much, much deal.
See, I finally bought enough stuff from him to get this
These
nice item.
you take. For you.
And of course he says these as in plural, but he only gives you one thing. The Germ Great Axe.
You. Go home.
I go to bed. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you soon with more Dark Souls 2 Scholar the First Sin, and until then, be safe, be well. Y'all take care.